The woman Boris Johnson hired and then fired from the job of chairing the UN Climate Summit to be held in Glasgow in November told this programme yesterday that the Prime Minister had told her he didn't really understand climate change. He didn't, in her words, get it. It's now emerged that Claire O'Neill's job was offered to David Cameron and William Hague, both of whom declined. Well, we're joined by someone who advised three Conservative Environment Secretaries, Professor Tom Burke, who now chairs the E3G climate change think tank. Morning to you.
Morning.
What do you make of the idea of a Cameron or a Hague running this summit?
It's the right idea in the sense that you need somebody leading this who's seen to have the ear of the Prime Minister and speaks with his authority. And I think, in a sense, Claire O'Neill didn't really have that. So it wasn't the wrong decision, but the way in which it was done, I don't think inspires confidence in leaders elsewhere in the world that the Prime Minister really has this under control.
Yeah, what does it tell us? That February before November, we are still talking about who does it, which city it's going to be held in, and there seems to be a huge argument between the Scottish and the UK governments about that site in Glasgow.
All of that. What we've got to really do to make this summit work is get an EU and the Chinese to agree on some sort of deal to anchor the summit, and then get other nations to believe that the Prime Minister is really serious about this, and therefore they will come in behind that axis.
The Prime Minister is really serious, but is he? I mean, you said you've got to make them believe. Do you think he is really serious?
I have no idea whether he's really serious or not, but I don't think, when in a sense people will always discount what a Prime Minister says. What matters is what he does. So what's really going to matter now is whether his budget looks as if he's walking the talk.
Well, big speech yesterday, David Attenborough there saying, look, he's saying the right things. Are you a little sceptical, Tom?
Yes, because what I'm looking at is what you do, not what you say. And the person who should have been next to the Prime Minister yesterday was not David Attenborough, was whoever he thinks has really got to go out there, spend a lot of time on an aeroplane, particularly in the next 3 months, and then bring back the deal that can be done at the summit.
Because we know these summits have often struggled to reach consensus, haven't they? So this is quite a task.
This is a really important summit. If we don't get this one right, particularly after the failure in Madrid, then we really are weakening the whole international process. And if we don't have an international process, we really can't solve this problem.
Professor Tom Burke of the E3G Climate Change think tank, thanks for coming in.